Sound is fixed. Sorry about that. Been a bit sick today, and I had my sound settings, my hotkeys a little bit wrong there. But bear with me tonight as we try to get through this match together here between Party Time and Parsley, Sage, Rosemary, and Line. Both teams currently up towards the upper half of the standings. Taking a look, you can see right now, Parsley, Snag, Rosemary, and Line currently at 9 points, 1 point behind Sky 5. They have dropped maps, but they have not dropped a match yet. So they are really doing quite well for themselves at this point. Party Time has dropped a couple matches, but otherwise, or I can't remember if it's a couple matches or just one, but in either case, Party Time currently on track, I think, to have a good season. So this is actually a pretty important match. If we take just a quick look at my old power rankings to see where I have these teams, and I have to pull this up because I didn't look ahead of time because I just woke up from a fever-induced nap. Currently, I actually have Party Time at 4th in the power rankings. They did lose to Beast Coast, but that's not hard to fault them for that. Currently, though, PSRL I have sitting at 4th. So, there we go. Just waiting on a ready from one of the teams, but we are just now hitting 9 o'clock, so hopefully get started soon. Just taking a quick look at the map selection. Oh, actually, we're going to jump into the draft right now, but just taking a quick look. Map 1 will be Brax's Holdout. We have seen Cursed Hollow and Towers of Doom banned out, as well as BOE and Dragonshire. This map choice was Party Time's. PSRL won the coin toss and chose first pick. And already we see the ETC ban has definitely been a figure in the meta, to say the bare minimum. Second highest popularity tank behind Joanna here at the moment. Rexar going to get banned out. Very powerful hero onto the map. ETC 74% popularity rate at the moment. From there, we have a Mephisto ban who has risen from being really just a hyper niche pick since his inception to this season being a lot more popular. I think his increased wave clear has been a big part of that. You can see there, currently sitting at a 54% win rate and a very high average KD at 5. And there's Maiev. Maiev has not played a factor much in the season, has seen a lot of nerfs since release, when it was very much OP on release. Only sitting at a 10% popularity rate, but jumping right into an Ana, I tend to argue that Rhaegar, I think, is the strongest healer in the meta right now, but Ana's still very much up there. Look at that, an 8 average KDA. Going to be hard to kill, but we see an Alarak here, going to be played by Bishop Mist. Alarak is one of those heroes that when played well can just absolutely be really, really oppressive at this point. Taking a look here.
Glory to the Horde.
As we see
We will forge
Bishop Mist 1-0 on the hero, but 51 seconds of silence time. It's not bad. Over the course of a game, that's a very high uptime on silence. Chess Clue going to be jumping onto Joanna, and then we see the Varian coming out from Snag. One would assume that Varian is going to be a taunt Varian, as that is being played by their main tank. Not a high win rate this season on Varian. Li Ming going to get banned out here. Li Ming has definitely kind of reestablished herself in the meta this season. This is a very bursty meta. It's a lot about follow-up on CC, and especially with the Varian Ming, it makes the Li Ming just a really likely choice. Look at that. Once again, average KDA of 8. Deathwing going to get banned out on the other side. But as is often the case, the Alarak play could arguably decide the match. There you see a Yrel picked up. Good top laner. Very, very difficult to kill. Basically requires a misplay to get the kill onto Yrel. And then Deckard Cain, who has really come back in a big way after kind of being dormant for a while, with that Ruby change being a big factor. I still, to this day, don't really like Ruby. I still don't. But, you know, we'll see what happens here. As we have a Sergeant Hammer. Alright. Now it's getting interesting. We have a Sergeant Hammer being picked up. Only a 2% popularity rate. It's only not been played a lot, but we'll see if we can get that win percentage up a bit. And last pick coming in, it's going to be an assassin. It is the Kael'thas. Alright. So, looking like it could be an interesting comp here. Brax's holdout was the map choice by party time. Looks like they picked, I think, a solid comp for it. The one thing I worry about is that Deckard can be a little mana hungry relative to Anna. But I think overall it's not a bad draft at all by either team. Varian tends to want to play aggressive, and certainly you can get the taunt and a grenade in order to really set up a strong blow-up combo. You have Tassadar as well with really good follow-up. Hammer's going to have a hard time, but if it goes into that stealth burst damage, I think we could see some value off that. Crow presumably in the solo lane on that Thrall. As we just get a couple of last things set up. Alright, here we go. Let's go ahead and introduce the two teams on the left side. Let's try that again. On the left side, Ekeep going to be on Yrel up in the top. Bishop Mist on Alarak. Sealyman on Deckard. Schumann on Kael'thas and Chessclue. On the Joanna, it is party time. On the other side, undefeated in matches. Looking to stay that way. PSRL, Parsley, Snag, Rosemary, and Line. Favorite team name of the season. Going to be Snag on Varian, Winterheart on the Hammer, Professor Bobo on Tassadar, Linehouse on the Anna, and up in the top it is Crow on the Thrall. Standard 4-1 split out of the gate. As Alarak has gone into the telekinesis CDR talent. Yeah, CDR. Varian, meanwhile, not going with the off-scene stacking Lion's Maw talent. Instead, going to go with the Overpower, which, you know, I guess this is a pick that Snag has experimented with and found the most success with. I don't see anyone on the other team where I think, like, yeah, that's an auto-attacker. But it only needs to block one, so it is a way to get more damage out, certainly. Hammer right now kind of posted up in this top right. Kael'thas certainly is going to bring wave clear, which is... wave clear is not just important on this map for clearing the wave, as we see the route there onto Winterheart, who's now needing to back up. Jeskaloo and Snag both a bit low. Bishop going to be caught out by the task wall. Take a bit of poke there. It's not just important in terms of clearing, objective, camp clear, etc. Having minion control leads into having vision control, as Kael'thas certainly is going to be able to blow it up, but Winterheart having the Mount there to get away. Mount going to be on cooldown for a bit. And temporarily, it's going to be party time controlling these objectives. Varian going to pick up a lot of steam at level 4, but until then, almost feels like half a hero. Up in the top, Thrall has gained control of the top. Chasing onto Ekeeb. Want to keep a look at this. Looks like should be able to get away. That Ultralisk, you need to be in your pen. What are you doing out there? These Ultralisks, man, they do not follow directions. What a bunch of shitlords. Seriously, I've never actually seen that before. I'm half curious if someone could damage it. But we'll see. I have no idea what to make of that. But temporarily, bottom has been taken control of by PSRL. Now with the Unstoppable onto the Sergeant Hammer. Sergeant Hammer posted up in a great position. And you have the taunt Varian, which is going to really set up Tassadar nicely with poke. Looks like Jeskaloo wants to try to get a toe on the point. Yrel does have pretty safe control of top at the moment. Varian going to be able to get on. Gets pulled off by Alarak, now needing to back up. Almost finished the channel. Taunt there onto Alarak. Hammer looking for the kill. Varian does secure it with that basic attack. And that will be PSRL taking control of the bottom objective. But still up in the top. Crow, oh no, Ekeeb secures the kill. And it's much worse on this map to lose your solo laner from an opportunity cost of lost XP. It's going to force Professor Bobo here to rotate up. But seriously, like, what is this Ultralisk doing? What are you doing? Are you too good for your home? Down here in the bottom, T-Tors in chat. Looks like Thrall did briefly gain control of top, but not, or Tass did, but not going to be able to hold on to it. So this is party time now with an opportunity to finish this channel. Unstoppable there by Winterheart to avoid the worst of the Alarak combo. But party time. Gonna get that 100% Zerg wave. And there you see the Ultralisk got a head start. That's not fair. What happened? The Ultralisk had the head start. Varian gonna stay bottom and get the soak. Rest of PSRL rotating top to defend. Winterheart is low, having to back up. Very low mana. Not super important when you're an auto attack hero, but not going to be able to use the knockback talent. Varian now has rotated top, leaving Yrel to solo soak bot. Helping to defend. They want to keep this fort alive as Yrel just becomes a real big problem when you can't fall back safely to a fort. And it looks like the Zerg waves are down. Yrel taking the opportunity back to get mana. Thrall going to rotate down, and it looks like PSRL is going to want to flip the lanes here. There's a taunt onto KT. Good damage. Can they get the finish? They do. KT just rotating out a little bit late. Deckard not there. Should be noted, Deckard doing this popular build now. The root with the spell armor, buffing the rubies. Also going with cube mastery. That would suggest Scroll of the Stone Curse later. Kind of surprised we didn't see K-Nice Cube into the kind of poke that we're going to see. I tend to like that talent a lot. But then again, you want to max it. You don't want to be using W for damage reduction, I guess, when you're using it primarily for rubies. But Standard sleep dart build out of Ana. I always like to see how healers build because I like to know what I'm doing wrong. Thrall getting pressured in bot 4v1. Same with Yrel top, but Yrel might actually go down. No, she does survive. Ekib doing the best Houdini impersonation. Now going to have to walk away again. Hammer posted up, shrekking this fort. Party time just now getting onto bot fort. Top fort goes down. Bot fort's still alive, albeit without a wall and with about 25% damage. Thrall just continuing to poke up. Missed combo there by Alarak. If it hits, Thrall could very well have dropped. Great timing on the Wind Fury by Thrall to get out of there. From there, Bruiser Camp being picked up. Sorry, if you hear long pauses, it's actually me coughing and I'm just killing my mic during that time. You're welcome. Camp's now being grabbed. Bruiser Camp in the lane against the Firebats. Yrel looked like it was starting on Bruiser, then backed up to try to channel the top. PSRL starting to get some channel progress, though. Got about 18, but Tassadar has gone down. So has Joanna, but the Pyroblast going to secure the kill onto Hammer. It's a 3v3 brawl down here in the bot, but Yrel is joining, about to make it 4v3. Crow in a really bad spot. Crow using the Wind Fury, trying to get away. Great body blocks there by Ekib, though. All the same, almost securing the kill onto Thrall, who does survive now. Thrall going to run top, try to get that channel point. We're at 34 and counting for party time. Yrel on the way top will take the right side to come around. Thought might come up over the boss wall, but channel progress stopped briefly. 54%. Yrel gonna restart it here, as Thrall trying to get some soak, trying not to fall too far behind. 64% and counting. Varian looking to make the move now, stepping up onto the point, waiting for Iron Skin to be used before trying to taunt the Joanna. Joanna does have Blessed Shield available. There's a taunt onto Alarak. Sleep Dart comes in. Bishop Mist is low. Gonna have to walk away from that. Bobo also low, but Ana healing up nicely there. Chest Clue trying to get this wave, trying to get vision. There's a combo onto the Varian. But now the taunt onto Jo. She did not have the Iron Skin, and down she goes. And the BFG used just to make sure that nobody thought about stepping up for a counter engage. There's a combo onto Ana, who's going to take some tower shots. Gravity Lapse a little bit later. It may have been a kill. Here we go, looking at those level 10s. We saw the BFG as we talked about. There's a taunt once again onto Bishop Mist. Trying to just take Alarak out of the game. We have Archon, we have Nano Boost, we have Sunder on the side of party time. On the other side, Ardent Defender. Alarak going with the deadly charge to get onto Hammer. Hammer has to blow the Unstoppable. Pyroblast coming in, standing still to make sure Ana can maximize that healing. But now Ana getting engaged on Bishop Mist and Kel'Thas working together to get the pop. Bishop Mist secures the telekinesis kill onto the Sergeant Hammer there. And that's going to be 2 kills in favor of party time as they once again get a 100% Zerg wave, but 86% on the side of PSRL. Still a healthy Zerg wave, and with no fort in the way, it's going to move on to Keep Wall, but that said, this fort is definitely forfeit on the side of PSRL. They're not going to be able to meaningfully defend it. So look for Hammer to post up behind this wall and try to dissuade a push in here. 5-man defense. Yrel currently defending top, so it is 5v4. There's the BFG combo onto Deckard Cain, and that's going to secure a kill. Well comboed there by the members of PSRL. Chess Club going to Hearth there as this wave gets cleaned up. Top keep wall has gone down, so when you look at it, actually, PSRL, I mean, discounting the fort loss, really survived that better because of that kill. That said, I mean, their fort was still fairly healthy, but it was definitely going to be lost by that objective. Looking like they know immediately they won't need to set up on their siege camp, which is going to be active in just a second. And the question is, do they try to invade Bruiser off the Siege Giants, or do they play safe? I think they play safe, yep. Both teams just going to play safe objectives. Fire Bats into Sentinel Camp. Fairly equal on XP, slightly to party time. Not much. As, now at this point, don't know if they expected maybe an aggressive rotation for a gank. Not seeing it, they come down to clear the lane. There's a taunt onto Joe. Has the Iron Skin. BFG, chest clue very low. That's going to prevent any engage coming out. Big Ruby was there, but there's the downside, is if you can't really step up into it, you're just not going to get value off it. There's a Ruby that they might be able to get some value off of. Jumping in, looking for Winterheart. There's the deadly charge. Finds the Discord Strike. Hits 2. Nano boost onto Thrall with the Sunder to disengage. Archon being used here as well. Varian now, a little bit low, but so far no kills. Great job by both supports keeping their teams healthy, and if anything, it looks like it's starting to favor PSRL here. Chessclue not wanting to give this up, but now kind of separate from that team, and it looked like there was indeed a DC there. It's unfortunate timing on the DC, and that is going to lead to an immediate turnaround. Stay a while and listen used to disengage that. An unfortunate time for a disconnect. As we'll take a brief break to sort out what to do now. So right out of the gate here, very even game. Obviously, PSRL did a lot in the early game to put themselves in a good position. The Varian coming online at level 4, but didn't really start to show power until level 10 when they got that BFG burst. But since then, PSRL has looked like they had the upper hand. Of course, that disconnect coming at a very inopportune moment. But it looks like the teams are ready to go. So we're going to hopefully jump back into it. I can't type. I don't know what you want me to say. I mean, I can't type. I'm good. You always assume I'm good. I can't talk. So, all right. Looks like we're getting back into this. Meanwhile, though, top camp starting to push in. It's going to take this fort. Taunt there onto Alarak. There's the combo. BFG, tons of damage coming out, but not able to secure the kill. And the Ruby actually helping to top Bishop off there. Shield breaker side effect of breaking internet too. Seems accurate. Tassadar in a bad spot. Great sleep dart. There's the deadly charge. Looking for it. But now the turnaround, and now Bishop Mist is in a bad spot. Pyroblast going to be used onto Winterheart. Winterheart, of course, will survive this fine enough. But that will at least stop the channel progress on the side of PSRL at 24%. Going back for taps. Now going to rejoin. With that top fort down, there is now a structure lead and a passive XP lead. Heading over to party time. Some channel progress here. Looking like they want to get onto Urel. There's the taunt before the knockback. Ardent Defender used. They're waiting. Alarak now with the counter engage. There's a root on the Thrall. Thrall is so low. Down he goes. Deadly charge securing the kill. And Snag not really having any clear path. The ping's coming for the cutoffs. Now, really nifty moves there by Snag, but there's so much displacement, it's not going to be enough. And that's 2 kills by party time. Hammer did stop the channel progress for the time being, 28-24. But that will get recaptured by party time, who now start on their own fire bets. And let's take a look real quick at our stats. You can see... going back to our talents here as the fight starts to break out. Recapture on top to stop the channel progress at 50. This is kind of a standard ring around the rosy stall, as it gets thought of, but with the Urel here to kind of stall these rotations, it's going to make sure they still get some channel progress here. Urel stalling at 92. Now it's finally stopped at 92. Ooh, and the Sunder with the BFG securing the kill onto Urel. Now the shoe is on the other foot, 92% to 24. Thrall wanting to go top for this capture. Task meanwhile stuck, clearing up these fire bats. Varian positioning aggressively, looking for someone to taunt. They picked Joe. Root is there. Iron Skin is broken through. Chest Glue taking a lot of damage from Hammer, but is going to be able to walk away from this one. Winterheart gonna Z out of there. Fight still breaking out down here in the bottom. Once again, telekinesis on to Hammer. Urel is gonna recap bot, stopping the channel at 68. So it's now 68 to 92. Urel gonna channel the top. Varian now wanting to get onto the point, or at least try to peel Winterheart out. He's in a lot of trouble. The Pyroblast did get off. Linehouse throwing out as many heals. Does throw out enough. Now looking for the counter engage. There's a sleepy time though. Hits 3. Archon gonna be popped. Tries to get onto Sealyman. Joe has dropped, so that is 2 kills. But it is a 100% Zerg wave top, and it looks like Winterheart back to defend. This fort, though, made mincemeat of by the members of PSRL. Take a look once again at those stats. You can see Joe just being the kill target here. And they, you know, normally you think, wow, are you going to really focus Joe? Actually, Urel now getting focused. There's the taunt. Has the Ardent Defender in time. Survives long enough. A little bit of living bomb spread there. But look at that healing number by Deckard. Absolutely sensational. 65k. He's really been doing the best that he could reasonably do. And meanwhile, top keep goes down. So, you know, despite the 4-man push, not able to get onto the keep even with the kills. And the top push just going to take that keep. And once again, Structure Lead staying here with Party Time for the moment. Party Time going to jump onto their siege quickly. Varian waiting to do the same for PSRL. Now looks like the invade is coming. All 5 are here. Looks like they just want to give this. They recognize we're closer to 20. We have more to lose. If we lose a fight here, we could lose the game. Recognizing that they can clean up that Firebat camp. They don't need to just take a team fight over it. And I like that choice. But now the boss... First boss of the game we see, getting started here. Great job angling that damage. Rest of PSRL not here yet, but Varian posturing up, looking for the invade. Keep in mind there's a lot of knockbacks potentially here. Sunder used. The boss has not been capped yet. The kill onto Joanna, onto Urel, and now it looks like Deckard's not going to make it out of this. Thrall chases KT down onto the back line. Is this going to be a 5-man team wipe? Looks like Deckard at least going to get away for the time being. The boss was eventually capped by Party Time, but at what cost? At what cost? Core under attack on top. There's a couple Catas stacked and a couple Sentinel Camp minions. This keep now, though, taking damage from the boss, and, you know, the boss does a lot of damage. It's relatively low HP, but you can see it gets through about half the keep, and so that's the last structure on the side of PSRL. they need to be careful. And honestly, all told, I mean, despite the deaths, we're not really seeing too much in the way of negative results. You're just going to see a little bit of channel progress here made before the members of Party Time can get back up. So for all the times to lose 4 heroes, that wasn't too bad a time. I love what PSRL is doing here, positioning up very aggressively, trying to prevent rotations onto the objectives. Level 20 just now ticked over. I should note we have the Orbital BFG from PSRL, as well as the powered up banner. And this is an interesting one, Dynamic Optics. So Anna really wanted to get those auto attacks off. Trying to keep herself up. Upgraded Archon and Bolt of the Storm, Thrall's equivalent thereof. On the other side, as PSRL gonna decide to push bot with this objective here. Siege Camp is up. They could position for this, and it looks like they're gonna do just that. Winterheart did kind of give away position a bit by attacking the Siege Giants. Yrel clearing the bottom at the moment. On the other side, we have Counter-Strike being picked up by Alarak. Perfect Gems, going to be from the Deckard. So getting the CDR on Herodric Cube. So going to have even more rubies than before. Upgraded Blessed Shield, the Blessed Mosh, as I like to call it. Thank you for the alert on that bot. I will. Do I want to be famous? No, I don't. I really don't. With fame comes infamy, and you either die irrelevant or live long enough to become famous briefly, and then eventually hated for a tweet you once said. And yeah. Thank you for the warning there. With that, Batty Call. I don't know what to make of that name. 86% from PSRL. Now going to start pushing up bot. Siege Giants have been taken recently, so they're not risk of being invaded. Bruiser Camp is up for the side of Party Time. PSRL, unsure exactly how they want to play this. Looks like they're starting to rotate top. They do have the 4% HP advantage for the time being. Party Time going to disengage this. Taunt on to Joe. There's the root with the sleep. Tons of damage coming out. And Joe drops once again, but Hammer gets engaged on. Now Professor Bobo trying to retreat. 15 HP there from Bobo, trying to still truck out the damage. 100% Zerg wave there from PSRL. So 1-for-1 trade. Great. Ooh, but Ekeeb might still go down here. Ardent Defender used. Deckard trying to help Ekeeb get out. This is a 100% Zerg wave, but without Sergeant Hammer, they've lost their best sieging tool. And with their keep so low, they can't afford to just let even this 0% wave push in. This top keep should fall to the Ultralists here. Down it goes. Now, looking like an aggressive rotation here from PSRL. They do have some degree of a global from Winterheart, albeit not a super reliable one at that distance. But Taunt is a very good tool. And this game right now just really slowing down, grinding almost to a halt. But Boss is going to be started. And recognizing it's available, we're seeing Party Time invade. Now, they do have the knockbacks. Task Wall going to be used, but this Boss is going to drop here in a second, so the fight's going to be forced. Protected, by the way, used to nullify the Pyroblast. Alarak runs into the back, gets a ton of damage, and still sleeping is Tassadar. finally goes down. Tazar was asleep the entire damn fight. Joe finally drops, but a big double man root. That secures the kill onto Hammer and onto Thrall. And Anna is the last defender against what is sure to be a core push, or at least a keep push, but I suspect a core push with this boss. On the side of Party Time, who looked to close out game 1. Great last engage there. Perhaps a bit of greed to start that boss by PSRL. Just the knockbacks from the Urel, from the Alarak being used to secure the boss, and then Alarak diving into the back, taking out Tass. The sleep from Deckard basically removing Tass from that entire fight. And PSRL drops game number 1 to Party Time. Party Time up 1-0 in the series. All right. So with that, Deckard with just sensational numbers that game. 97, 399. I thought both healers played a really good game. I thought you saw some really good healing out of Linehouse too. Joe did die a lot, but Joe would die often initiating better trades. Not always, but ultimately, this shows that killing's not everything. Sometimes you just gotta play the map a bit, and we saw that happen from Party Time, who kept their early game macro lead and never quite let go. Take a look at those talents. Of course, we're seeing the perfect gems at 20 from Deckard. Just trying to maximize the value of that ruby. But ultimately, the deadly charge from Alarak paying big dividends in that match multiple times, and well played by Bishop Mist. We're going to get set up for game number 2. We'll be right back, everyone. Stay tuned, and thanks for watching. We'll be right back. Alright, welcome back everyone. We're getting set up here for game number 2. PSRL choosing to take map pick, which is a bit unusual this season. We've seen a heavy preference on the first pick. It is going to be Volskaya Foundry, as you are now hearing. Party time up 1-0 in the series, though. PSRL choosing this map, likely want to go with something more brawly. As we see Zul going to be banned out first. Powerful hero onto the map. Powerful hero in general. Anna banned out by PSRL, so a lot of priority onto that hero. They chose to first pick it in the last game. Should note we have a bit of a swap here. Sealy Man out, Poke Flute in for the members of Party Time. Uther going to be banned away from PSRL, as he is common in double support comps on this map, where he kind of serves as a main tank, but provides some burst heals as well. On the other side, top tier tanks are still up, but they're going to stick with that Mephisto ban. They don't want to give Mephisto over to Bishop Mist, and you know, you kind of have to understand that there's good reason for that. Bishop Mist has played the hero quite a bit indeed. Taking a quick look here. At those stats. See that 2-2 on the hero, but a good KDA there. Average KDA of about 11, actually. Joanna going to be first picked. Once again by Chess Clue. We saw Chess Clue play it in the last game. Did get blown up a lot, but still had some good initiations all the same. As we just take a quick look here at the stats. 2 and 3 on the hero from Joe. But there you see the Deckard Rainer. Deckard just, you know, shooting up the meta ladders at this point. But Bishop Mist right back onto the Alarak. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Poke Flute gonna jump onto the Anduin here. Could potentially see Light Bomb comboing very well with Joe on it. Combos well with Condemn, with Bless Shield. I don't suspect we'll see Falling Sword. It's kind of a meme talent. Or meme talent combo, I should say. Pardon me. There you see Malthael banned out. Trying to take a solo winner away from Ekib. Li Ming banned out on the other side. We're seeing that Li Ming getting target banned. It has not made it through the draft. Third banned both games by Party Time. PSRL now could pick up a tank. Doesn't need to yet. But they probably want to save their solo lane pick, so I expect a tank and a damage dealer here. ETC, Thrall. Well, Thrall could go either way here. Because of the map, this is actually a map where Thrall can go Crash Lightning. He could be in the 4-man. Yrel once again getting grabbed by Ekib.
Ready to roll out.
And Sergeant Hammer. Anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you. Sergeant Hammer being grabbed here by Schumann. Winterheart, last pick. Tends to play hyper carry, so I still expect this to be a solo lane Thrall. Gonna be Chromie. Chromie going to be grabbed here. And Chromie has seen a bit of an increase in play this season. Taking just a quick gander at those stats. 9% popularity, so still not super high, but higher than it's been. Maybe I've just been casting a lot more teams that play it, because I feel it was higher in my experience. In either case, provides a lot of poke potential, especially onto the hammer. So there we go. I love the hammer pick. Not just because yeah, it's Volskaya. Hammer is good on this map, but just because of what it means from the standpoint of what we're going to get in terms of, a little bit of a rivalry in this series. But we are ready to jump into the game. Going to go ahead and introduce the teams. On the left side, Ekib on Urel, Bishop Mist on Alarak, Poke Flute on Anduin, Schumann on Hammer, and Chest Glue on Joanna. It is party time. On the other side, it is Parsley time. As we see Winterheart on Chromie, Snag gonna be on ETC, Deckard on gonna be played by Linehouse on Linehouse. Wow, got that one backwards. Crow gonna be playing Thrall, and finally it's gonna be Winterheart on that Chromie. Excuse me, I said that one. Professor Bobo on Rainer. As we have a Chromie Heart Pog in chat, so that's suggests some excitement already. Hammer. Just taking a little damage. Anduin going with bold strategy. I've been seeing Renew a lot more lately, but I think there's not a super threatening front line here, which is normally when you would want to not be stepping up with auto attacks. Great telekinesis to get damage onto Winterheart. Great route, though, by the Deckard, hitting 3. And falling a little bit behind in rotations is PSRL, but not dramatically so. Urel has come up as well to help keep this rotational lead. Thrall still clearing up the bot lane at the moment. Thrall did go echo the elements, which I expected for the solo lane Thrall. If it was a 4-man Thrall, maybe Crash Lightning, but even then I still think echo the elements is on average better. As games go, it's unlikely to finish Crash Lightning, and it's certain you'll finish echo generally very quickly. So the overall benefit of the mid-game of having the talent completed really outweighs the extra damage, in my experience. Besides, really, you don't even need the talent that you get at the end for Crash Lightning, because on this map, most of the fighting is away from minions, so you're not really worried about minions sapping up Q. But from there, Urel gonna rotate top. Thrall falling behind in that rotation, as you would expect. But if Urel showing mid, Thrall can get a bit more aggressive, as my kitty cat Stuart is rubbing against my legs and being adorable. He's a good kitty cat. He's got a white tummy, orange back, and he's just full of love and understanding that I don't get from human beings. But now, rotational advantage leading to party time wanting to just maybe threaten that healing camp. Both teams, of course, have grabbed their turret already. You won't see the siege camp picked up until close to the end of this timer, although Anduin is going to back up and start on that siege camp. This siege camp is not strong. It is, however, the only real split push on the map to generate, and so, because the camp was picked up a bit earlier, because they were behind in rotations, this will lead to party time grabbing that first healing totem, and that's going to be an important fight. Now controlling the objective space, the channel progress has started. Snag wanting to step up, pressure chest glue off here. But the channel progress continues. Chest glue, though, starting to take a lot of damage. But I really like that juking in and off the point, keeping the channel progress going. Just that little kind of dancing led to about 16%. So that is not a small change. Level 7, by the way, picked up, thanks to Schumann at the top, Urel in the bottom, for the members of Party Time. But they did give up the point long enough for PSRL to match that, although they are down about half a level now. Gonna back off the point. Ooh, there's a good silence onto ETC. Root, though, and Ruby's going to enable ETC to step back up, but the point does get neutralized. ETC off the point just long enough. And there you see Thrall just taking a ton of damage there from that Alarak combo. But neither team controlling the objective at the moment. Ooh, Chromie hit with a big combo down to 300 HP. Has to get some healing here from the Deckard. There's a lot of rubies out there on the point. If ETC can power slide through, he does find himself those rubies. Now killing the healing totem. Uh-oh, once again, it looks like we have a disconnect. Chess Clue has DC'd, so we are getting another pause. And I would just like you all to take a moment to note that my kitten... chair's in the way. My kitten is playing with a toy over there. It's a Quinklefish. It's filled with catnip, and it makes quinkly noises when he bites it. It's his favorite toy. And that is Stooby-Doo, and he is adorable and handsome. Hi, Stuart! Aw, you being good boys. He is being a very good boy. But with that, we're still in a pause. No word yet from either team as to how long we can expect this to take. Give it a little bit more time. Just taking a quick look at the map. Oops. Taking a quick look at the map here. And at the talents, we can see ETC did go into Echo Pedal, so trying to help out the wave clear deficiency we see. On the other hand, Deckard did go into that K-Nice Cube we talked about, so the damage reduction talent. Blood for Blood from Thrall, Unstable Compound from Raynor, Dragon's Breath talent here, reducing the cooldown of mana for hitting a hero. Which will be good, I think, into the hammer. Did we just go? What? Okay. Sorry. It looked like people, weren't ready to go, and now they are. So we should be okay. Alright. Jumping back now into the match. There is a attempt to get onto ETC. Ruby's there. ETC going to be topped up. ETC controlling the objective at the moment. 50% for PSRL. Is that extended range at 7? Yeah, that's graduating range for Hammer at level 7. Correct. Joanna stepping back onto the point. 90% now for PSRL. They're going for the Chromie time trap, but that's probably not going to help. Although gets a lot of good healing from that Ruby from Linehouse. So Linehouse really positioning these Rubies extremely well for counter engage. And now Schumann has stepped back. Now sieging back up, but needing to back up here. And you can just see, I mean, this pressure from the Chromie, from the Raynor, from the Thrall, all of it combined, just zoning out the members of Party Time. And PSRL won themselves the first objective of the game. As my cat Colby has now decided to involve himself in the cast. He has the most piercing meow in the world, but I love him, just not as much as Stuart. It's sad how true that is. Anyway. Quiet Bear. Sorry, it is a cat stream now. Protector does get that top wall down. Always helpful for the second objective. Goal being to kind of just snowball off that. Crescent Method sharing some hyper cheese strats here. As Midfort now getting pressured up, but only 5 seconds left on a Protector. So they're just going to mosey on back, let the Protector blow up, and then decide where to go on the map from there. Turret Camp available in 43. Turret Camp already up on the side of Party Time. But the healing camp going to be immediately taken by PSRL as Party Time stuck pushing the lanes. And once again, it looks like we have another Joanna DC. It's unfortunate. It's the second match in a row that I've had internet issues plaguing one of the teams. So hopefully we can get back into this soon. Yeah. Still waiting to see what happened. Looks just like some internet issues, and at least they still won the first game. It was not last night, but it was the night before, or maybe it was last night. I casted. Yeah, it was last night. I casted. It was 2 nights ago. Cosmos versus Stewart. Get down, Stewart. That's him on my bathroom sink. Stewart. Now Stewart. All right, you have to go on stream now. He has to go on the stream. That's his punishment. He is a handsome kitty cat, isn't he? Yeah, he's a good boy. Isn't that right? What? Are you being a daddy's boy? Isn't this kitty cat handsome? Notice he's not actually getting down. He is now sitting in my lap comfy. Oh, now he got down. All right. Still no word. Taking a look at the level 10s. We can at least do that real quick. Level 10s, we got Mush. We got Sleepy Time, as I always call it, as opposed to Stay a While and Listen, because Sleepy Time is faster. Sundering, Hyperion, and Slowing Sands. Which is great point control. Chromie also ticking over her level 13 talent, just now hasn't been selected yet. Against the Bless Shield, Light Bomb, Deadly Charge once again. Yeah, he's a big cat. He is a huge cat. He's not fat, but he's large in size. Cats of unusual size. Let's see if anyone gets that reference. BFG and Ardent Defender. He's not thick. He's just big. He's long and tall. Yeah, nothing yet. I'm gonna take a brief break until we get this sorted out, so I'll be right back. Stay tuned. Alright, well that was quick. We're back in. Back in to the match. Turret camps now being grabbed by both teams. PSRL, their camp a little bit delayed, so they need to delay it for about 7 seconds. Could potentially allow for at least a look at an invade from Party Time. Keep in mind, here we are 7.5 minutes into the game, post first objective. No one has died yet. Both teams really playing this safe, and my computer has failed me. My mouse just died. Okay. So, we're going to lose the smooth camera angle motion, and I do apologize for that in advance. As I have to not use my extra computer for a moment, that gives me that silky smooth camera motion, as my mouse has died. Actually just broke. The light is off and everything, even though it's plugged in. So, unfortunate. Not sure what happened. It's not battery powered. It's cords attached. Don't know. But, taking a look, both teams kind of just playing safe right now. Focus on to trying to get some value top lane on the side of Party Time. Just kind of countering the rotations here. Now cleaning up. So no soak lost by either team. Siege Camp has been picked up by Raynor. Picking up a bit early. Need a Smiley Baja cast. I mean, I'd definitely be open to it, but Baja is just significantly above my level, frankly. Just the fact that I say too much. It's kind of an issue. Alright, so some siege damage coming in via Chromie and Raynor onto the fort there, about half health. Level 13 is now being locked by party time, so equal talent here. Should note, Ancient Blessings out of Deckard. Definitely a good talent, especially if you can get the enemy team stacked up. Also, though, provides excellent siege damage. So keep an eye for that. Anduin going with the, actually the Cleanse movement speed. So while Cleanse is not up, he will run faster. I had been seeing a lot of W-build Deckards lately for the CDR. But given that we've been seeing kind of the traditional auto attack build from Anduin so far, I actually expected to see push forward. But no, going with the Cleanse cooldown, so the more generally common movement speed. There's a focus onto ETC. He does get knocked back there, but the rubies are available. Has dropped the healing totem onto himself. Started to mosh, but got interrupted out of it. Meanwhile, on the bottom, Hammer, who is isolated, does go down to the Thrall. Root there on the Joe. There's the power slide in onto Urel. Excuse me. Joe dropping there. And PSRL getting a lead now in this game. And that will be the top fort going down. ETC taking some tower shots, but going to be able to walk away from that. And now with the healing totem up, they will move on to that. With two members still in the penalty box. Hammer just now coming out. But good value off this power play. Getting the top fort down. Getting another healing totem. The healing totem in that last fight. Making a big difference. Alarak grabbing his team's turret. And now the Triglav Protector swapping some people in and out. Getting ETC in the driver's seat. Chromie gonna jump in, which makes sense. You want Raynor out. He's got the better siege damage. You want Deckard out for the healing. Thrall has gone away to split soak. Try to find 16 for his team. Fort has gone down in the middle. The Triglav still with 45 seconds. 82% health. Doing quite well. Front wall being whittled down by this Triglav. Gets down the first turret. Hammer is in a good siege position here. But now going to start taking some damage. And going to have to back up out of that. Front wall is down. Some minions coming in as well. Triglav just going to town on this fort though. It is down to half health and falling. And this is still a 37% health Triglav Protector. But 5 seconds left. Good discretion here by PSLR, showing discretion can indeed be the better part of valor. Letting the Hyperion get the finish. That was fantastic awareness by PSRL. I mean, that's just game experience and game knowledge. Knowing that Hyperion could finish at that percent, walking away, dropping the Hyperion, and just going and getting your turret, knowing the fort's going to fall. And the passive XP advantage is going to be fairly significant now for PSRL. With 3 forts down on the side of party time. No forts down on the side of PSRL. That is going to make sure that PSRL has a huge advantage getting level 20 first. And Chromie's about to hit level 18. Focus now onto the bottom camp, seeing Chromie top. Chromie is going to continue to push up. Rest of the members coming down. Joe disrupting those rotations well. So front wall has been taken. They haven't gotten a well yet. But they at least got the front wall down. It's a little bit less safe haven in the bottom lane for PSRL later. But Chromie has gotten a Kata pushed up to this wall. And that's going to start chunking damage. That's going to force a response. Reaper's also going to be up there. But they'll get cleaned up before they really do any serious damage. But that macro play turns into a turret steal. And now 3 toys to play with in the hands of PSRL. Got 2 turrets and a healing totem. Next healing camp up in 7 seconds. They could grab another. Their turret up in a minute 10. In theory, at the rate it's going, they could have 5 tools for the next team fight. We'll see how much Party Time is willing to let this one go. Yrel still D-pushing top lane. Joe poking in. Raynor in a very safe position. And that will be the healing totem. It's going to be grabbed by ETC. Turret was dropped there to help secure, help zone. So still only 3 toys. But 2 healing totems is massive. Thrall still holding a turret up in the top lane. Next turret coming up in 32 seconds. Looks like we're starting to see some aggression with Thrall up in the top. Party time. Pardon me. Party time. I've been sick today, as you can tell. Having 5 people here. But the 4 able to defend the 5, as they haven't lost the well shields yet, let alone the well. Hammer starting to pressure up, but just taking so much damage from this Chromie every time the siege mode is activated. And now Chest Clue gonna have to pop the Iron Skin to walk away, getting focused there. Chromie did go Blessing of the Bronze, so it's an activatable that's going to give allies. It's kind of like almost a spell-based Bloodlust. 20% move speed, 35% basic ability refresh rate. On only a 30-second cooldown. And it can actually keep it quite active. There's a Sunder, but didn't quite get the Sunder they wanted. Wanted to knock Hammer the other way, I'm sure. The big cooldown used without the pick-off. That said, level 20 almost here for the members of PSRL. I expect they will back up and play this safe. They have grabbed their turret, so 4 tools in hand for PSRL at this point. Chromie getting pulled into her own time trap, drops it to save herself. There's the mosh, gets interrupted, but it's enough to get Chromie out for the time being. And Alarak is going to be the first to fall. Ekeeb having to blow the Ardent Defender, but Sergeant Hammer gets chased down by Thrall. ETC all over Yrel. They want this kill too. Raynor on the chase with Ekeeb. Can he get it? Body blocks there from Snag were stellar. And Professor Bobo secures the kill, and that is 3 kills to nothing. 5 kills to nothing overall in the match. Low kill count, but they all favor PSRL. As they start to pressure up, Thrall back channeling the objective, currently at 23 and counting. Level 20 here, level 20 still a ways away, and Iron Skin's about to fall off. Joe needs to be careful here. Slowing Sands being used to zone out any further defense. And there are some rubies down if Snag wants to get really aggressive for it, but he would take tower shots to do it. Rubies just dry up. But Raynor stepping up now, starting to siege away. Hammer just came out of the penalty box. There's a Alarak combo on ETC with the BFG. Bless Shield used. Can they get the kill? No, ETC has the power slide out. Still with a healing totem in hand. Still with a turret in Thrall's hand. And now this keep is a very soft target. And so you got to be thinking core on the side of PSRL. Especially with this Raynor. Hyperion is available to be used. Sundering available to be used as well. There's a root going for the Alarak. Cleanse has to be used there by Anduin. And he does not have the double cleanse yet. Keep goes down, and this Triglav is moving directly onto the core. Joe in the back trying to be disruptive. There's the Hyperion. In the words of, I can't remember who, but Hyperion goes zap zap. There's a big condemned light bomb onto 2. They're trying to get the kills down. Crow is low, but the healing was there for Lighthouse, but it didn't matter because in that time the Triglav secures the kill. We're going to a game 3. All right. So with that, Game 2 won by PSRL. as they take the map pick, taking us to Volskaya and winning that game. And they go with a clean sheet in that game. Only 5 kills, but you'll take that when you have 0 deaths. Just really stellar play. As you can see, just the damage from the Chromie really adding up there. 55, almost doubling up the top damage being Sergeant Hammer on the other side. And Bishop Mist had a harder time being active, being aggressive with this ETC frontlining. As opposed to the Varian, the ETC much more able to punish. Chromie with some, Winterheart had some sensational self-saves with the time trap. And the Rubies were just absolutely a massive factor in that game. I'm turning into a Rubies believer, and I'm not happy about this fact. But we're going to get set up for game number 3. It's been a great series. I'm excited to see what it brings us next. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. All right. Oop, and there we go. Sorry about that. Sound issues are a thing, and I'm also running about a 101 temp right now. So apologies, I am not feeling well at all, to say the least. Um, Hopefully we'll be back in just a second. ETC's all banned out here. I am muting my mic every time I go to cough, and sometimes I'm forgetting to unmute it. I apologize for that. Maiev is going to be banned out once again. Last pick to be banned. They have been taking Mephisto out of the game. Do they continue to take Mephisto out of the game? They do not. They're going to flip into the Malthael ban. Should be noted, Sealy fan back in for Poke Flute, or for the side of Party Time. And we see the first pick Mephisto here from Bishop Mist. It had been banned out fairly consistently, but such is no longer the case. Once again, apologies for the audio issues, as I am trying to prevent you all from hearing my disgusting mucus-filled coughs. Like just now. You alright still? Anna Joanna grabbed, so the Anna Mephisto is a fairly well-known combo. We do have the Abathur coming in from Winterheart. This is a good Abba map. 3 lanes. That extra soak on the early objective certainly helps. And then, given that the team fight over the objective makes a big difference, having that clone will be available. Samuro going to get banned out. It is something that we've seen. Samuro Abathur, it can be a bit disgusting, to say the least. Yrel banned out the other side, so Ekeep is going to have to play another hero this game. It's going to be Nazeebo. We have a Nazeebo pick and a Muradin Abba. Muradin Abba can actually be pretty unpleasant to play against. Chesklu, though, as I mentioned before, once again on Joanna. We'll have a lot on our hands to disengage that as Mura can jump over. Let's see.
Anytime you're ready.
It's going to be Raynor Sonya, so a lot of auto attack damage, and actually denying 2 good Abba targets here. And it's going to be Dahaka, so this is a hyper carry Nazeebo. Lot on the shoulders of Professor Bobo here. And given that Nazeebo really relies on scaling, not a good clone target, so I expect the clone target will either be Dahaka or Muradin. That's interesting. Obviously, it's all about scaling to 20 on the side of PSRL. They do not have much damage at all, frankly. And so they're going to be very reliant on the game lasting till then. Luckily, we're in the current meta where games tend to stretch out that long. But this is a comp. I'm interested to see how this comp goes. I sincerely don't know what to expect. But here we go into the game.
Prepare yourselves for
as we get set up here. And we'll go ahead and introduce the two teams on the left side. It's going to be Ekeb on Sonya, Bishop Mist on Mephisto, Sealy Man on the Anna, Schumann on Raynor, and Chess Glue on Joanna. And on the right, PSRL Linehouse going to be Deckard, Snag going to be Muradin, Crow going to be on Dahaka, Winterheart on Abba, and Professor Bobo on Zebo. So here we go. Final game. Here's the decider match. We got the little train with the little puff puffs of smoke. Train mount, best mount. Game will end before 20. Stacks won't matter. That is an interesting promise. One way or another. Yeah. Maybe that is true. We shall see. Right out of the gate, taking a look at those level 1s. It is spiders out of Zebo. Right now, lane rotation certainly slower on the side of PSRL. Zebo just hanging around the mid, getting some spider stacks here, clearing up the waves, but obviously rotational advantage is going to favor party time for the time being. Dahaka top, though, with the Abba hat is definitely putting the hurt onto Ekeb. Ekeb having a hard time soaking this wave cleanly. They are now getting onto the towers. Siege camp being taken incredibly slowly by PSRL. Let's just watch. It's like watching a Bob Ross show, them taking a camp. Mephisto starting to clean up this lane. Snag gets a bit low there. I'm fascinated by, like, I'm waiting to see the thing I'm not ready for from PSRL, because there's got to be a reason they picked this comp. Just believe in the winter feed. Oh, chat, you crack me up. Meanwhile, though, Dahaka Abba providing soak, but this is a double soak Sonya while they push in the bot. They have gotten the bottom tower. Zebo only at 24 stacks at the moment. Bishop Mist getting low, gets rooted. Oh, the sleep dart, but it's not enough. Abba hat secures the kill. And now they're looking for the Raynor. Raynor does get stuck inside, has the spiders. Damage trucking in. Schumann might drop. Oh, great condemn. Might have just saved Schumann's life from the jumping dwarf. Crow about to clean up mid, and first kill of the game goes over to PSRL. Starting to hearth for mana before this objective. Murrah going to clean up this bot lane for the last bit of soak. Try to find level 7s. It is going to be the Arcane Punisher. Shrine being started by Chess Clue and the rest of the party time. Already up to 9 minions. And going to keep that stack going. It looks like PSRL, they don't really care. They're playing the long game. They are going to get these objectives, get these stacks onto Zebo. Only 32 so far. Dahaka pushing up bot wall. And no real attempt to pressure or to counter there. It is going to be PSRL giving up the first shrine to party time fairly definitively. First Punisher not doing a ton of damage typically. Punisher gets baited by Murrah. Zebo starts laying in as much damage as his little heart can do. 54 stacks on his spider quest. More stacks on his spider quest than on the voodoo quest. But that said, Punisher cleaned up, only lost the wall, so not too bad. This whole time, Dahaka pushing bottom. Dahaka has managed to grab bot wall and then just burrows on out up the top. Good snap burrow. Good mine placements, too, as this will allow Dahaka to play a lot more aggressive into the Sonya and know when the enemy team is coming. Sonya starts just finding the mines for her team. There they are. There, found another one. Mission accomplished. Found another one. Focus on the bottom here. 3v4 at the moment, though. The members of Party Time rotating away to grab their Siege Giants as they come up. As Dahaka chasing Sonya. Now just running away using the race car Dahaka. Level 1 talent. Already with 3 of the needed 10 stacks there. So going to have some pretty enhanced agility when all is said and done. Already at 6% move speed bonus. We'll get 20. And now, I mean, with that lasting for 5 seconds, I mean, it's a significant boost. And we get a pause. As Mephisto has left the game, the internet lag issues continue for the side of Party Time. So let's take a minute. Let's all just take a minute. Let's go to Stuart Cam. Stuart, how are you feeling about this game? How you feeling, Stu? What's wrong? Oh, he's giving me sad eyes. I don't know why he's giving me sad eyes. I think it's because I took the piece of plastic away that he wanted to eat. Yeah, it's been a pause every game, unfortunately. And I'll be, pardon me. I've been doing that all night, by the way. Was that a DC or a rage quit for being constantly dismounted by Abamines? I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it was a DC. He's back, okay? Looks like we're gonna get ready to hop back in to the game. And here we go. So, level 10's now here on the side of PSRL. We do have Avatar, Sleepy Time, Isolation, and it's going to be the Gargantuan, as one would expect, given that Ravenous Spirit would be rather easily interrupted by pretty much everyone on the enemy team except Mephisto, and of course it is the Abba clone. Damn, wanted that Monster game. I thought maybe for a second there's something crazy with Monster I don't know that Winterheart figured out, and maybe that would explain this comp. But no, it's just pretty straightforward. I mean, I will say that their comp is largely unkillable. That's kind of one of the big keys of this comp. Deckard, very hard to kill as a healer because of the self-heals. Muradin, very hard to kill. Dahaka, very hard to kill. Nazeebo, once he gets stacked, very hard to kill. That said, lane rotation still favoring the members of Party Time as they start to rotate top for the Shrine, and they want to get this quickly. Actually, gonna see a Bruiser camp invade. This is a pretty decisive move. They're gonna turn their attention on to Snag. Snag does get... Ooh, he got interrupted out of the Dwarf Toss. Now blows the Avatar. Sleepy Time, though. Might be able to peel him out. No, the Unstoppable from Joe still on the chase. There's the root from Mephisto. Linehouse is low. Raynor goes down, though, on the back line to the double Dahaka. Deckard has gone down as well. Muradin actually managing to escape. That double Dahaka doing quite a lot of damage. Now trying to get onto the Ana. Don't think they'll be able to get the kill. Down goes the clone. But that will at least save their Bruiser camp. The Shrine now active. The next Punisher will be frozen. As Abba in the lane ready to soak. Soaking with the body. Muradin jumping in the back. Once again looking for that Ana. does get interrupted out. Now low, there's the Mephisto root. They want this Muradin kill, and they are going to get it. And by the way, Professor Bobo saying hi to Sonya. Sonya saying hi right back. Only Sonya says hi in a very, very different and interesting way by brutally tearing your entrails out. It's a weird custom. So therefore, Crow says, you know what? Fuck this game. I'm going to go soak bot. Deckard helping out. It's going to be a Frozen Punisher going top. There is no defense here. So it looks like they're just going to all in to trade forts. And now they're kind of playing the odds here. There's about a slightly less than a 50% chance that the next Punisher goes to bottom, and a slightly less than 50% chance that the next Punisher goes mid, and like a 1 in incredibly small chance that it goes top again, but it is non-zero. But they are playing the odds hoping that it goes bottom, given how many resources they committed. Dahaka has burrowed top, though, and now with the clone onto the Mura, they look for the engage. They get the kill on the Rainer. And now Mephisto is isolated, and down Bishop Mist is going to go, just stalling for time. I'm laughing at Crescent Method, who describes the portrait of Sonya as Eminem with wig and face paint. Don't forget the eyeliner. The eyeliner, very important. And Deckard and Muradin just like, look, you can't kill us. You can't kill us. We're just gonna hang around and be annoying. But that said, Siege Camp has been grabbed by the side of Party Time. 4 to 3 kills at the moment. Very even game so far. Zebo only at 72 stacks, though, so not really in any position to get 175 by 20. But that said, this engage going on right now, but the big Mephisto root might be enough to kill Muradin and Crow. It does! And the Garg just not doing nearly enough as 4 members of PSRL just taken off the map by this aggression. Huge Mephisto root in that choke point. Great patience to hold it and blow it there on the side of Bishop Mist to secure effectively a team wipe. I mean, ABBA is technically alive. Getting the danger pings, like, alright, fine, I'll leave. But that is going to be now all 3 forts lost for PSRL. Mephisto's got dem roots, though. Now the penalty box empties all 4 members of PSRL back onto the map. Siege Camp, though, being grabbed bot, as you see Party Time, rightfully so, painting the map blue. They can go up and grab Top Camp. Top Camp on the other side of the map will be up if they want to rotate aggressive, but I don't think they need to. Level 16s are here for both teams. Credit the soak, really, as both teams doing a good job soaking here. As this breather gets started, taking a look, I mean, ABBA doing a really good job body soaking with Dahaka, keeping them in this game on equal talent tiers. Zombie wall used to zone out the objective. Party Time not going to invade this, recognizing that Dahaka once again is pushing bot. They're going to send someone down to clean that up. No, but they are going to put Rainer on their top camp. Cap is available. And going to cap it now. That way the camp neutralizes closer to their fort wall. Little choo-choo noises, very important. Snag goes in aggressive. There's the sleep dart, though. No ults blown yet. But did not win the lottery on the side of PSRL. They didn't get that bottom Punisher they wanted. Instead, it does go mid. And once again, backing up. I don't know if they can afford to give this one up, though, scot-free. And it looks like they are going to come in and look for the team fight. Dahaka clearing the bottom. We're going to zoom out so we can see the whole action. Sonya now zoning Dahaka out of the fight. Murinen gets the double CC, but was not able to really secure the follow-up. Now Crow is down a bit low. Here comes the Garg. There's the double Dahaka. Sealy Man, 120 health on the back, running away. Now Linehouse being chased down by Bishop Mist. Winterheart, though, is so low and might drop here. That is the ABBA clone all the same, though, so they do secure the kill onto Sonya. Worthwhile trade the ABBA clone for Sonya, and that will be the objective belonging to the side of ParselySnagRosemary&Line for the time being. Still, though, 32, but Chess Clue goes down, 34 to 24. They want this on the side of Party Time. They only need 5 more. The question is, can they snipe it? I don't know if they can. It's going to, I think, take a lucky teleport in from Mephisto, but he's not going to risk it. And this will be the first Protector won by PSRL. So 2 kills there for effectively 0. I know the ABBA clone does give XP, but not much. But either way, level 18 for both teams. They are going to push with this. And Zebo making sure to clear up those Siege Giants so their minions can push up as well. But this Punisher already down to 25% health and falling. So the fort will still be standing after this objective. Dahaka going to come down and get the bottom. Once again, rolling the dice, 50% chance thereabouts. Let's see if they can get lucky. I have seen situations where a team has committed a bunch of resources to bottom and never actually get that bottom Punisher. And it really feels bad, man, when it happens. You hate to see it happen so far for PSRL, but it does mean that they would get a 4th Punisher in their preferred lane if it does. ABBA clone doesn't give up XP anymore? I did not know that. My bad. Fight over this objective. Sonya all over Professor Bobo on the back, forcing the disengage. Ice Block has to be used, but might just be delaying the inevitable. Zombie Wall going to be used. Big and a grenade, reducing the healing. Sleepy Time comes out to stop the spin to win Sonya. Garg also doing some damage onto the back line, but man, PSRL just barely getting out of that one alive. And now their keep wall is down in the bot lane, so good disengage. Meanwhile, the next objective will be in this bottom lane, but as you can see, it's not a solid win for PSRL anymore. Their keep wall is down, but at least it gives them a win condition. They should have level 20 by the time the objective comes up. It should give them that chance. They're going to need to win the next objective. Top lane being cleared up, saving their top wall. Level 20 is here for Party Time. They're going to use that to start invading this Bruiser camp, seeing the members of PSRL bottom. This wall is down, so this will have to be cleaned up by PSRL. Which they go to do so. The Mule helping to keep that top keep alive. Forgive me there, coughing fit. Ooh, I just realized that on the map I can hover over the objective and it will tell me the Punisher. The next Punisher is going to be Arcane. I didn't know that. I do now. I don't know. I just figured that out. Oh, Dahaka is really in a bad spot. Zebo throwing up the zombie wall. I don't know if that was intended to help. I guess it was. It did prevent the Sonya from getting on top of Dahaka. And actually, great heals there by the Deckard with the perfect gems. Here comes the sleep. Joanna with the Iron Skin, going to keep pressing forward. Linehouse is incredibly low, though. But there's a tongue onto Sonya, so now Ikib having to back up. Mephisto tries to go in for the finish. No one really there to finish. But we saw a lot of tools there, including the ABBA clone, go down. And given that ABBA clone, given its importance, that definitely favors the side of Party Time that there were no kills here. But we do have the double hat now from the ABBA. That is going to help. Ooh, upgraded Garg. Anna is in a bad spot. There's the Garg, drops in and starts going to town, but Snag is so low. There's the Mephisto root, catches both the front line. Snag staying alive with the Deckard potions, with the stone form, but it is Dahaka who's going to go down. Chest Clue, 60 health, gets the Invincible to stay alive and is still alive. 2 kills to 1 at the moment, but Linehouse gets taken out by Bishop Mist on the backside. Now it's 2-2, but with that ABBA hat, it doesn't feel like it. No, excuse me, 2-3, but man, Chest Clue just so low. Had to back up out of that fight, and this will be PSRL getting this objective 23-18. Huge potion value, huge stone form value. And there you go. Zebo, 2 more, gonna take this down. Dahaka can burrow in. Deckard gonna have to run back, though. He'll be coming up at about the same time as Mephisto, but has much farther to run. So here comes the Arcane Punisher. They've been setting up for this. They at least want to get keep here, certainly. Deckard coming up now, gonna have a long run back. Dahaka could burrow in, but currently helping to clear the mid. We're going to keep our attention here. This Punisher is just getting absolutely nuked. Already down to 40% health. Hasn't even gotten onto the keep yet. The wall has gone down, but no keep this time for PSRL. And given how much they invested into the bot lane this game, it's got to feel bad that they weren't able to do that. But they do have good stall now. Their top keep is low, but Mule is available to help heal it up. PSRL gonna stall rotation from party time by grabbing the bottom siege camp, but they're gonna let their own siege camp be taken in order to set up for this top bruiser camp. Some cheers for Winter coming in. Winter, he's our man. If he can't do it, it's someone else's fault. Thank you, Crescent Method, for that. But PSRL now, just having to play defensive for the moment. Let the lanes push in, clear them up. Zebo at 103 stacks, so certainly was not the goal to get stacked this game. But that spider build will allow for a lot of single target damage. And, you know, it's going to force Anna to focus her heals on that target. And with Anna getting focused so much by this Muradin and Dahaka and the ABBA clone, it's been hard for her to stay alive. But only 1 death from the Anna. Only 1 death, despite all of that. So really, really good play from Sealy Man. And I've liked Sealy Man's play this series. Thought it was really good game 1. Lane pushed in bot, but has a Kata to D-push. So no rush on the side. Party time. They are going to go ahead, grab that middle siege camp, but during this, PSRL going top lane, going to clear up the bruiser camp. Rainer's starting to rotate in. As soon as he's like, nope, not stepping up into that. Chest Clue just like runs past the entirety of PSRL like, hey guys, I don't want to fight right now. And PSRL's like, yeah, don't worry, we don't really want to fight either. As now this Garg with a very short cooldown can be used just to be a fire and forget wave clear missile.
Ready. A shrine gathers power. You will take it for me.
As now we see the next shrine. The next shrine will be a Mortar Punisher. Gary the Gargantuan. Both teams posturing up. Snag just letting them know, like, hey, we're here. We can take a fight. Dahaka are going to push bottom during this, but we're going to keep our camera here. As Dahaka, of course, can burrow into the fight at any time. Wants to get the lane pushing into this keep. But Party Time going to get a chance to get some degree of a lead on this shrine. Muradin now stepping up. Wrath of the Berserker use. Here comes the Hawk into the back with the Abaclone. There's the Contagion ISO. Root disengaged well that time. Sealy Man is low, but able to get out of the fight. Deckard trying to sleepy time out the Sonya. Sonya trying to get all over Professor Bobo on that Zebo. Zebo having to blow the ice block. Winterheart not able to secure the kill in the back. Now the Abaclone is down, but the heals coming in from the potions, from the Abahat. Gonna keep Professor Bobo alive. Snag is low. Bishop Mist pops in, but now pops back out. The chase is on. Deckard Root hits onto Sonya, breaks it with the Whirlwind, survives with just a sliver of health. And this fight still ongoing. No kills yet. Snag gonna have to Dwarf Toss out to be safe. Sonya goes in onto the back line. There's the Garg once again making an appearance. But it is party time getting this objective, and Muradin is gonna be the first to fall. Dahaka gonna fall next. And that will likely be the series, as there is no keep wall to slow this Punisher's push towards the core. Just unable to secure a kill on the side of PSRL, and Party Time is going to hand them their first loss of the season, as they turn their attention to the core. It's going to take about 4.5 miracles to save this game, and now it's going to take about 11.5, and now the game ends. Party Time going to take this series. Alright. Well, with that, Party Time takes the series 2-1. They hold off the reverse sweep from PSRL. PSRL going clever with that last draft, but not able ultimately to win the series with it. Just a really good CC chaining onto the Muradin, preventing Snag from getting onto the Ana, and only dying one time that game. It's a really good defensive play there from Sealy Man, knowing when to get out. Good peels, so Ana could get out. And ultimately, the Dahaka clone just, outside of one fight, never was able to feel super impactful. So we're going to see if we can do a post-game interview. We'll be right back. Stay tuned, everyone. Well, it looks like all the members of Party Time actually got off. So, unfortunately, no post-game interview. But with that, thank you everyone for watching. Let's see who is casting in the Nexus that I can kick you over to. Let's see. Anyone? Time is it? Unfortunately, it looks like there are no series that are live at the moment. As the series that started at 10 o'clock is already over. So no one to throw you to. But all the same, thanks for watching, everyone. Take care.